Yeah, from 9 to 17, God talked to Abraham about the covenant. The covenant is about circumcision, whether the male born in the house or bought from a foreigner with the money, you have to circumcise. That's the way. That's the one thing Abraham need to be kept. Uh, so if someone not keep the circumcised, whatever, he will be outcast and basically is broken the covenant. I don't want to read the whole thing, but just like in here, there are like many good parts about circumcision, and also it's scientifically it's already proved on the 8th day human blood clot is the highest, and the pain I think is less pain, whatever. So the best time for circumcision. So that's the God give a really good instruction about circumcision. But my point is the purpose of God raised this circumcision. Secondly is the consequence of circumcision. I think firstly the purpose of circumcision is you create a sign, a symbol, within every tribes, and that's special people, kind of like Amazon women. They cut one side breast because for shooting. Some people, they tattoo something on their face, right? Some they may just like a Japan Yakuza, they cut one little finger to identify they are in the group. And MS-13, they have their own tattoo, those things. So we actually inspired by I'd rather say, the group. Remember at the beginning, we bonded by the blood. Now after that, we bonded by the protocol between the tribes, between the agreement between each other. So that's, I think a sign is a way of bonding each other. And in here, you cut the foreskin, right? That's the sign to bond Abraham's offspring in later together under the religion, under the physical appearance, everything. So you have something here. You have something here. If you stay in the jail together, mutually, you will be friends. If you've been classmates couple years, mutually, you will be friends. Highly likely. If you went to do some in the battlefield, right? You fighting battle together, you mutually will be good friend. And that's another. If you went to prostitution together, mutually you will be good friend. So all those parts create a common ground for them to stand together. Also, I think it's God's like a retrieve plan. I rather call it a retrieve plan, because remember, every time when God tells something, it's not only tell to Abram. It's in the high society, high civilization, everything is open. So you talk to earth, talk to fallen angel, you talk to opponents, they will know. So all those things just like, well, that's my people, that's my everlasting ground, that's my, I gonna do this, that's the symbol of my people. Don't mess around. You mess around, you actually directed against me, right? That's basically the point. But if they have something, they disobeyed it. They are not my people, so you can play with it. So in later Bible, actually in Job's, they do agree on each other, like the fallen angel, the Satan just walk in front of God, play around, say, "I cannot do it." This to Job's, right? So it's kind of they are like a senator or Congress that play the game, yeah, dirty hand under the table. So that's the way of heavens also. Let's also talk about the consequence God did this. Firstly, human, we are perfect at the beginning, because when you design something, the foreskin right there. Even there is mutation caused the foreskin issue, pain, whatever. But that's after you leave the lab, leave the Eden, right? But at the beginning, us, we all have foreskin, mammals. Then this foreskin is for protection, also to increase the sensitivity, the sensation, actually help you to eject. But when you cut off the foreskin, what will happen? So the genital area, the sensitivity will reduce because you expose outside for a while and it's not moisturized anymore. So it will reduce the sensitivity. Then what will happen? In humans' mind, I need the stimulations, right? I need the stimulation. So it increased what? Increased the oral sex. Then after oral sex, no, still it's not good enough. Then human use what? Use their mind to create a pornography. So I would directly like say, God actually, he compromised the progress of a human development. So the foreskin issue, yes, he did this. It's very creative, but it kind of like it generates another branch towards one direction, which means Western culture is more favor pornography, more favor those sex-related issues, and more open to the sex. And think about it, like a Asian or a lot of like a not foreskin cutting culture people. I think porno or sex-related issue are more hidden, it's not like on the table, right? So it generates two different directions. I don't know which one is good, which one is bad, but at the least you see like God, he actually, what should I say? He compromised the human development many times. From the beginning, he bring in the word, the death, bring the warning, bringing the tree, bringing the water, the flood, all kinds of things. I think he just cannot stay like away from it. He's a one way say he love us, but another way say like he just can't leave it alone. Yeah, that's what I feel. At the beginning, I always mentioned the relationship between God and the human went through 3 stages. First stage is God asking for flesh. He believed Adam and Eve, his own flesh, or he created by his own people, right? It's he wants to see the testing result. So he keep everything, keep Cain, keep Abel, keep Noah, keep the last Noah and his family as his testing result. But after 100,000 years, after so many years, 100,000 years, generations testing, it doesn't work. Even all the way to Abraham, because Abraham showed very clearly inside the characteristic deficiency or errors, like a greedy, like a cheating, like a, even you can call him a faithful man, but no, not necessarily. So for God, this product or the bonding is questionable. So he needs to change, needs to shift away a little bit. Then what are he going to do? You can't do 180 degrees suddenly from this flesh. Abraham jump to Muhammad or jump to Jonathan, right? You have to do a little twist. So what God do is, firstly, he made it from blood covenant, the blood bonding, to a ritual, to a physical appearance. You cut the foreskin, a circumcision, to create a common protocol the same protocol, because you did this, you contribute, you have a visible things like a written, like a facts. These kind of agreement between the tribes, between each other. So he also kind of like reduced the connection from blood to what? To family bond. To family bond means that time is like half semi, right? Or you bought it. You bought it from others. That's not your blood. That's not Abraham's blood, not even Israel blood. Maybe Egyptian. See, he gave like a bless to Ishmael. So that's half blood, semi. So after generations, those blood will marry with the Abraham's descendants, will make the whole bloodline what? Thin. So, but the physical bonding, the circumcision, that kind of parts will last. So he changed it to the physical parts. He wants to see the difference. And he still promised, okay, the king will come from, but will the king keep 100% gene, 100% blood from Abram? No. Why? Because your descendants are some like half semi, half some are from you bought it, right? So the covenant only within the people who keep the promise to do the foreskin, to do the circumcision. That's God's strategy change. He's a testing method change. But after 100 years, after Abraham, it doesn't work. So he has to change it to a new domain. What domain? The mysterious domain of our soul. Because our soul are very unique. I already said that at the very far beginning. Our soul are from the product of the heavens, the stars, all those stars, the time. Should I repeat again? Yeah. Our soul are so unique because our soul formed momentarily and different locations and work with the fallen angels. So our soul are very unique. Why? First part, our soul is from heavens, because those stars set the regulations, set the rules. So at the very far beginning, Genesis, right? So the position of the earth, the degree of the zodiac, everything, so that they make our soul momentarily different. Secondly, our soul, because you are what you eat. So our character, our body shape, our capability, everything limited by the food. The food provided by what? By the earth. Different, right? People eat meat. Definitely has different character than people always eat fish. People eat vegans, always definitely different than people hunting, right? So it's just like the earth decided partially. Then what the fallen angel will do, the fallen angel they did is they will like push emotionally, question based on your blood type to push, to pivot. Like remember the Genesis of very far beginning, the serpent push the question of a no, the negation of everything. So 3 parts work on our soul, so make our soul very unique and made us a brand new product of the universe. So this time, God shift his focus to our soul. And he set the anchor points. The anchor points is he set Jesus, set eternity, set those kind of ideological pools. So when you hold on this pool, your soul or your spiritually, you hold on this pool, you are his people. And he will make a selection. He will make selection within it. And that's my understanding of from the covenant. Because the first covenant is the blood covenant. Second covenant is the protocol covenant, the circumcision covenant. The third covenant is the spiritual, is the soul covenant. The soul covenant is the Jesus, you believe in Jesus and you hold on what he said or what he asked for. So that's the three covenants I believe from here now on. Yeah.